Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. So it's time to learn some more general notary. Let's get into it. Today we are going to be discussing a petition for change of name. This form is not going to be used when it comes to adoptions or any kind of divorces. This is if a person generally wants to go to the courts and change their name. This is a form that they would need to complete. So you would verify their identification by checking their driver's license or passport. And they would fill out this entire document, and you as the notary would complete the back page. But we're just going to go ahead and go through the document, okay? Let's get into it. So here, the person who's the petitioner, they are going to put their name here, and you're going to come here, and their name will go here also. This is them basically swearing that this information that they're providing to the courts is true. So this is the name that they were born with. This is the name that they want to change it to. And you come here, and then they're going to write the information about their address. So it'll be their county, the address itself with city, state, and zip. And that's where they live. And this here talks about their date of birth, the city, state, and the country they were born in. This is their parents' information. So dad's name, and mom's maiden name. You'll come down here, and then this would be where they have lived in the last 5 years. So it'll be the dates and the address. You'll come down here, and they're going to select whether they're married or they're not married. If they are married, their spouse name. If they have children, they would check here. So it says indicate all that apply. So it can be I'm not married and I have children, or I am married. So it just depends, and I do not have children. So this should have been checked right here. I do not have children, and then I am not married. But if that person does have children, they would check here. And then you would come to the second page, and all of the children, names, age, and addresses would go here. If they don't have any children, none would go there. Then you would come down. This is former names. So this is if the name has been changed before, previously by the courts. So maybe this is their third time changing their name. Who knows? So either way, you would select which one applies. And then if it has been done before, they would attach a copy of the order from the courts. And then this would just be information about if their name changed due to marriage or anything like that. You would come down here, and they would check like if they've never been known by another name. This has been their name forever. They would check there. You would come down here, and for their occupation, they would put their occupation, where they work, their job's address. They would put all of their employers for the last 5 years would go here. So if they've had one job would go there. If they've had 5 jobs, they would all go there. And then you would put the dates here from this day to that day. And then here they want to know if you have any business. So if you have a business, you would check that you have a business, the name of your business, the address, all of the information about your business here. If you don't have your own business, you check there. And then you'll come down here. And then they want to know more about employment. So profession. So you can put here that I'm not in a profession, or that I am in a profession. What's your profession? And once again, the name of the company you work for, the address, and the time period. You would come down here, and you would put in education. So if you're a student, if you've graduated, the type of degree, what school you went to, and this all ties into your profession. So you'll come down a little further, and now we're going to talk about the criminal history. So that person will decide whether they have never been arrested or they have. And then if they have, then they'll put all the information about their criminal history here. And if you've ever had to register as a sex offender. So if you have or have not, you'll decide here. And then, so let's see. So if you had to register as a sexual predator, and then this is for a sexual offender. So they're different. So that person has to say yes or no to each one of them. And ultimately, they can't lie because the courts are going to have all of this information anyway. Alrighty, so we'll come down to the next page. And then they would just answer questions about their bankruptcy, whether they've had it or not. So have they ever had it or they have not? If they have, then they're going to fill out all the information about the bankruptcy right here. If that has never happened, they would check here and move on. And this is just about creditors' judgments. So if the person has ever had to deal with that, then they will put all of the information here about it. And if that has not been the case, they'll mark it there and keep going. So you can only choose one there. So either you have or you have not. So you'll come down here and just basically read through this, and they would see whether they need to do any of this, if it is applicable to them. Let's see, you'll keep going. Let's get to the next page. And this is the final page. This is the page that you as the notary, you're going to complete this. So that person would have completed all those documents. They'll probably complete it in front of you, but if not, before you get there, and the only thing they have to do in front of you is sign. So they would put the date that you guys are meeting. They would sign their name. They would print their current name, not the new name, the current name. They're going to put their address, phone number, if they have a fax number, if they have an email address. If they don't, just put none. So here, this is your notarial section here. You're going to put, it's already Florida. You're going to put your county. You're going to put the date. That date and that date should match. And this is the person's current name. You're going to come down here and you would sign as the notary, print your name as the notary, place your stamp over here, and you would check here that if you personally known this person or if they produce an identification, and if they did, what type. So it could be a driver's license, a passport, identification card. And so after that, this document is complete. And once you finish this, you would give this document back to the person and they would go and file it in the courts. So ultimately, this document will be complete. And I guess just look for some more documents. The next document would be a commencement document that one of the people that are on the channel, they asked for me to do it. So that will be my next document on Thursday. Alrighty, so thank you so very much. And you guys enjoy your day.
Oh my, my mate, eh? You made a permanent home in my head.